And we're live.
Oh, hello, Dripping Springs.
What's up?
So live again. We attempted to go live a little bit earlier today for those that tuned in. God bless you. Thanks for hanging in there. So we're going to level up. As you can already tell, the sound quality is likely much improved. And my name is Ashley Tellis. I'm a real estate agent joined by Chris Peshek. We come to you guys live every week at 2 o'clock on Mondays. Unless all of a sudden we realize nobody can hear anything, and then we'll reschedule. Today was 5:03 p.m. We're back, better than ever.
That's right. Looking great, sounding great. I'm trying to get these things shared out, so I'm looking at my phone over here.
Cool. So if you've never tuned in before, we like to bring you all the latest happenings here in Dripping Springs. Obviously, Chris and I are both real estate agents, and one of the things that it takes to be successful is a huge heart for the community. He and I both have that. We work for different brokerages, but by gosh, I can't think of any other bigger community enthusiasts than the two of us. So if you have questions about the community, curious about the happenings around town, you could always tune into our Facebook pages or just ask in the comments on one of these little diddles. I don't know. What do we call this? Shows?
Diddle is fine.
Yeah. One of our ramblings. And
our random ramblings. That's correct.
Yeah, we'll get that answered for you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I was going to say, you mentioned our Facebook pages, so we may as well talk about it. My Facebook page is Dripping Springs Home Team, and your Facebook page is?
Ashley Tellis Realtor.
There you go. Ashley kept it easy. I had to make it difficult.
It might even say Dripping Springs in there. I don't know.
It does, now that you say that.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it should. You should change the name if it doesn't.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Facebook loves letting you change the name of stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's their favorite.
Yeah, without a doubt. All right, so do you just want to get kind of cranked up where we got cranked up last time and talk about what you were saying was on your heart, and we can just kind of let it go?
Yeah, a couple hours ago, what was on my heart is still very much on my heart. Tomorrow's first day of school here in Dripping Springs. That looks different than ever. We're going to be online for the first 4 weeks. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I believe a school board meeting is either starting now or in an hour from now where they're working through those things. If you go on Facebook and use the search bar to look for DSISD, it might even say the whole thing, Dripping Springs Independent School District in long form. On their Facebook page, there is a link to all of those meetings. So if you wanted to watch them in real time, you could. When they go into closed session, just a maroon screen comes up and they let you know that. So if you want to get the scoop straight from the horse's mouth, that is a great place to do it. Or you could go on one of the other Facebook pages and just hear a bunch of hearsay and form your own opinions. Those are available to you.
I was going to comment. I saw a thread a while ago, and I calmly delete or X'd out of Facebook and just I was like, nope, I'm not messing with it.
And I get it. I totally understand why folks get so heated because God bless, these are our children. I get very heated about where my kid is and what he's exposed to, and do I feel comfortable, not comfortable in times of not a pandemic. So, throw that into the mix. I have a whole other slew of opinions, and gosh, every parent does.
Yep. And I'll kind of go on the little tangent that I went on earlier. And if you don't know me well, my wife and I don't have kids, but I used to teach. My wife still teaches at Bowie in Austin. Their schedule's a little bit different than Dripping Springs, but they're getting ready to crank up. Same thing, virtual for the first few weeks.
Actually, Chris, let me interrupt because I have a very important question. I saw today it was a small business support post that Mayor Adler put out an order proclamation limiting in-person gatherings to 10 or less through December 15th. What does that mean for AISD?
Don't get me started about Mayor Adler. I'm going to ignore that question as well.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that pretty much means that the schools can't go back to school until December 15th. And I guess that shuts down all athletic events. And Pretty much anything. I guess I'm not going to Antone's on September 3rd.
According to
Interesting.
Mayor Edward, no, you're not. Done.
Oh my gosh.
Done.
Yay. Awesome. Wonderful.
Now,
So
we're not going
anyway,
to get Dripping Springs famous by being the controversial live diddle show in town.
no,
And
we're
so I
not.
apologize. I'm not trying to introduce politics. I'm just sharing information the community needs to know.
And, and, and I am doing everything I can to bite my tongue. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But anyway, back to the teachers. I've actually, and Erica is now off of Facebook again. She does this maybe every year and a half or so. She just gets so fed up with something that she just gets off. And what did it this time is there are actually parents who are upset at teachers, not in Dripping Springs necessarily. That's not what I'm saying. But my wife is seeing this in some stuff. And guys, the teachers don't have anything to do with this. All they're doing is the best that they can to kind of adapt and overcome as the school throws information at them. I mean, in the last month, I think she's gotten 4 or 5 different back to school plans. And she's been on Zoom calls more than I have during the day with her the people that are on her team and in her department and stuff like that, just trying to figure out how they're going to teach kids. And we've got parents that are upset with the teachers. I don't get it. There's my diatribe, my rant. Lay off my wife. Come on, seriously.
Well, I mean, if you're upset with an educator, it's like you're mad at the cook in the kitchen. You're not mad at the
Yeah,
waitress.
yeah.
You're mad at the wrong person. Unfortunately, they're the face that people are seeing, and they're having to take that backlash, and that definitely does not make it okay. And in fact, it's quite the opposite. It's highly inappropriate. Um, Highly inappropriate. So maybe you'll get a little bit farther. Those meanies that are doing that, a little bit of honey goes a long way.
It does, and
Vinegar's
it's
not
like
going to get you there.
that's right. And I say this a lot, and I have to remind myself a lot of this exact same thing. So it's not like I'm preaching to other people. I have to tell myself is people need grace. You need to give some grace, especially in crazy times like this, where for the most part people are trying to do the best they can with what they have, with the information that they have. Give them some grace if stuff doesn't go exactly according to perfect plans. Things are going to get screwed up, but it's not like they're not trying. It's not like people aren't trying to make this the best that they possibly can. They just need a little bit of grace so they can adjust course along the way. So there you go.
Oh, I don't think anybody tuning in is going to disagree with you.
I would hope not. If they do,
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm not for everybody.
it's a tough time. It's a tough time for all. I mean, there's no two ways about it. It's a tough time for all.
That's
Um,
right. Oh, okay. Let's stop talking about school.
okay. Actually, no, I'm not done yet. I'm almost
Oh,
done.
okay. My bad.
Yeah. So with that being said, lots of folks in our community, I mean, 100% of folks in our community, in our school community, are having to pivot. And I don't know what your school supply list looks like this year, but just like I said, back in March, if you don't have groceries, reach out. No questions asked. Let me help you. If you need some school supplies for your kids, reach out. No questions asked. Let me help you. I would be delighted to deliver notebook paper, pens, pencils, whatever that I can. Our district is giving out hotspots. You can check out a Google Chromebook. Their campuses are Wi-Fi enabled hubs. God bless the parents that are going to have to drag their kids every
Yeah.
single day just to use Wi-Fi. I don't know what that's going to look like, but at least I can do. I would be more than happy to bless your family with some school supplies if you need them. My number is 512-716-9193. I didn't tell Chris I was going to do this, but give out your number because I know you're
That's
on board.
absolutely. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do a banner. What was your number again?
512-716-9193.
9193.
We can even make this
Okay.
anonymous. Shoot me a text. I'll drop whatever off wherever you need it.
Yep. And likewise, yes, I am the same. Oh, hang on. I'm still learning this. I'm still learning this. Ashley. Okay, there we go. And I'll do mine because I can't talk and type at the same time. Yes, and obviously the same way. Call either of us. I am more than happy to do the exact same thing. I guess I can't add them both at the same time. My number is
That's okay.
512-736-1703. So I'll let mine scroll for a little bit. I'll switch over to Ashley's. Yep. If you need to, if you want to keep it quiet, shoot me a text. That's fine. Again, whatever you need. And if I can't take care of that, if Ashley can't take care of it, guys, there's a lot of other business members in this community that we know that are more than willing to help out in times like this. So I won't mention any names. I don't want to give away, put words in their mouth, but trust me, we both work with enough people that are more than happy to help out in a situation like that. So absolutely, there's Ashley's number again as well. Yes, absolutely. And speaking of helping the community, Ashley, you had mentioned earlier that there was a post, I think last week on Facebook, that one of our local businesses is, well, there's a lot of our local businesses that are having issues right now. That should come as no surprise to anybody. But there was one that we saw on Facebook last week, and you had mentioned them earlier in the 2 o'clock. So why not kind of pop that again?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was kind of a white flag post, like, hey, they're on the struggle bus, you guys. Grand Slam Pizza. I don't know how long they've been around, but I'm certain they were
A long
established in
time.
like 1990 something, maybe before. I mean, for sure, like a really long time. So if you're able to be a patron in their business, grab a pizza, that would be great. If you're able to buy a gift card, sock it away for later, that would be great too. And if you're able to bless another family with dinner, also great. They need our help. They definitely need the community's help. I've seen that they kind of got overrun with love. It's not just today that they need help. This is like an
Right.
ongoing thing, right? So just wanted to throw that out there. If you're able to, of course, shop local as much as possible. There's plenty of places to do that. And I invite you to take that opportunity if you have the means to do so. So I just wanted to use this forum to kind of mention that business specifically, but I don't mean to insinuate that there aren't a lot of small business owners that are needing that right now.
Yeah. And what you said, and you had shared it again earlier, but I'm going to kind of reiterate. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to buy a gift card and just hang on to it for a couple of months because it immediately injects some cash into that business, but it also doesn't necessarily swamp them with a bunch of business when they're short on workers and things like that. So, running over, grabbing a gift card, giving somebody an anniversary gift, if their anniversary is later this month, or, you know, shoot a back to school gift for your neighbor, hey, they've got 3 kids
Or a
and you want to
teacher.
provide them with pizza, or a teacher. There you go. That's right. Teachers need some. And Grand Slam Pizza. And that brings me to the other one that I mentioned a while ago in talking with Rolling in Time and Dough a little bit last week. I know Grolix right now is struggling a little bit because they can't open up their outdoor seating, so they're having to shift. And it's the same thing. And I can't think of a better thing to give a lot of teachers the first week of school than a gift card for a cold drink at the end of the day. I mean, that's they're going to need it, guys. Not
Yeah.
all teachers drink, and I don't necessarily endorse getting them drunk, but they're going to need something to take the edge off.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. There's plenty of options out there. My husband and I had a date night and we ended it at Grolix, and it was so cool because they were like, yeah, you just pick a drink off the menu. We have a canning machine. They go can it right on the spot. They have a little hi, my name is name tag. So you're sent with that. God bless Texas for pivoting, and now you can get alcohol to go. Like, I'm sure there's more silver linings, but that's the only one I'm seeing
Right.
right now.
And to add to that, Grolix is also bringing back their small plates, so you can grab a drink to go, you can grab a small plate to go, and you can't sit on their porch, but that area that the city did between the old barn and Mercer Street, From what I understand, you can take your drink down to that area in your small plate, and you can pop your drink and just kind of hang out under the oak trees. And the city did a heck of a job over there. That place is beautiful. So
It is. It really, really is. That whole area has been revitalized. It is so nice. I wish
and
every door on that suite was open.
I know, and I don't want to misspeak. Was it the city that did that, or was it the owners that did that?
I really couldn't say.
I
I
thought
thought
it
it
was the
was the
city.
owners in partnership with
Oh,
the city, but
okay,
again, I'm just taking a stab here, so
right.
don't quote me on that.
And by the way, guys, I think you should be able to post comments as we go. So if you've got a question, if you want to add in, there we go. Jessica Ballum. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica's who I talked with at Rolling in Time and Doe the other day.
Oh,
Thank you,
yay!
Jessica. So the owners of those establishments did that patio area. So sorry to give the wrong. Uh, I'm at a loss of words.
No, that just means I was right. So,
You were right. You were right. And I was wrong. I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong.
and
It
I know
happens
that
quite
you and
often.
I have worked together on a project that we wanted to do in conjunction with the city in that area. And there were too many hoops to jump through, and we weren't able to come to completion on that. So bless those owners for getting through that red tape because it is no easy feat. But my gosh, are the results worth it because it is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually, and here's the funny thing. So my wife and I will go and grab some takeout from El Rey or Raza's. Everybody knows my affection for Raza's. And we'll go just that'll be a little date. We'll go over there and hang out. And that's where we eat our takeout. So it's a pretty cool little spot.
Well, be careful telling everybody about your secret spot because we're still limited in our gathering space.
Yes, no more than 10 people, evidently, or 50. I don't know. Dripping Springs is
I don't
50.
know. I was just being
Oh,
snarky.
no.
I think I'm in a mood today. I was on the road for a really long time. One of the interstates was shut down. It was an hour and a half detour. Maddening, maddening. I think I'm a little upset that vacation is over, if I'm really being truthful here. Those post vacation blues.
Yeah. Oh, and beautiful rainbow trout, by the way. I'm seriously
Thank
jealous.
you.
Gosh.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I went fishing for those tuning in. What are we talking about? I went fishing up in Arkansas, and my husband and I caught our limit of 10 rainbow trout. I think mine weighed about, the biggest one weighed about 3 pounds. It was like 16,
Huge.
17 inches. I've never caught a trout in my life, so I'm in really big trouble because the bar is set so high that I don't think I'll ever be able to like match that again.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Looked like an awesome trip.
It was fun.
So let's chat about since Jessica chimed in a little bit on who put that little patio area together. Um, we always talk about local businesses that we visited recently and that we've talked to and things. If you follow my Facebook page, you know that I did a Facebook Live over at the second location for Rolling in Time and Doe, which is going to be up at 12 and Fitzhugh. It's the gas station. Everybody's been asking what's going in at the gas station looking thing. Well, Rolling and Time and Dough is going in there. They're going to have drive through. You can order ahead of time. You can order at the window. They've got a few, or they're going to have a few tables inside. They're going to have a few tables outside. So if you need to drop your kids off at Moxie or the baseball over there or something like that, go get some work done. They're going to have Wi-Fi, all of that. Keeping it local with their coffee and with their root beer floats. By the way, they're adding root beer floats up there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and see, I didn't realize this. Jessica was telling me, Pecos Pete's root beer evidently is right behind there, and it's a local company that makes root beer. And I don't know. She said that they're always at Founders Day, but I don't know that I've ever seen them there. So Pecos Pete's root beer. There's another local business for you to see if you can support in some way. But the menu up there at that location is going to be really similar to their menu downtown, except they're not going to have the bistro night. It's gonna. I think they're going to close at 6 o'clock at night. But as far as I understand, they're going to be open, in the morning early. They're going to have all those amazing baked rolls and croissants and all of that stuff. They're going to have grab and go sandwiches for lunch, or you can order a sandwich there. and then they're going to be open till 6 o'clock. So they're going to be open a little bit later than the OG downtown.
When do they open?
They're trying to get open in September. Right now, they're working through some of their permitting stuff, still trying to get their licenses, and they're still doing build out. The contractors are in there working. They're putting up walls, putting in the kitchen, and everything like that. So they're going to try to get open at some point in September. But I'll definitely update it. And if you don't know, just go to Rolling Time and Knows Facebook page, because I'm sure they'll update it there as well.
Awesome.
So, very cool. And then we also had one other amazing local experience. It was a ice cream cone shaped pizza at 12 Fox. It was called Pizza on Point. And it's a trailer. Evidently, they're local, and they used to do a lot of work in Austin and down around the UT campus. But they had done so much catering that where they had their trailer parked, the people were like, no, we don't want you here anymore because you're not here often enough to bring in business. So now they do catering, and they do these little hotspot pop-ups. And they were out at 12 Fox this weekend, and it's the first time I had it. I had a frat boy, which is like 5 or 6 meats in the cone and cheese, and my wife just said pepperoni. But
I don't know, man. Like with names like that, I kind of want you to grab their menu, and then we can, like, as a community, guess what comes on a frat boy. I totally would have said every meat you can find, because that sounds like a
right now. I'm grabbing it right now. But anyway, the pizza was incredible. They have these dipping sauces. We both got Sriracha Ranch, which had a little kick to it and was definitely good.
Awesome.
Let me see. Okay, here you go. Community guessing contest. Here's one of their pizzas. The Chick's Bacon Ranch.
The Chick's Bacon Ranch. So I think that's going to be your chicken bacon ranch pizza.
Okay, but one very, very, very important piece that you're missing is it is fried chicken.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I don't think I should get any of these 100% right, but thanks for starting out somewhat easy, like giving me a chance.
That's close. So the Pop Special, POP Pop Special.
Pop Special. Okay, that sounds like an older gentleman. Older gentlemen like the classics. So I'm going to say there's like hamburger or sausage or Canadian bacon involved. Pop Special. I'm going to say some peppers. Like bell pepper, maybe? Jalapeno? I don't know. What is it?
Are you looking at their menu?
No. I'm just telling you what my dad
You're
would
intuitive.
order.
This is amazing. So it's sausage, peppers, mushrooms, and red onion.
Okay, I got some of it.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, my dad goes by grandpa, but Pops would be appropriate. And I'm like, what would he order?
Okay, so you'll never get this one. It's just called Nate's Favorite.
Nate's Favorite. Is Nate the owner?
I think he's one of the owners.
One of the owners. So I'm going to think like younger guy, maybe about your age.
Thank you. Jeez.
You're welcome. Nate's Favorite. Oh, this is a wild card. Shoot. I'm going to say something artisan is on there. Like what is it? Pancetta, like a salami, prosciutto, something fancy.
This one you're going too far down the line on.
Okay.
But I told you wouldn't get it because it would be difficult. Pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and peppers.
Okay.
And that's the one we were going to get and split, but we were too full from one cone, so we only got one for each of us.
Got it.
And I'm going to leave off on this one.
Okay.
Because this is what Wyatt will get when y'all go.
Pepperoni.
It's called the Mac Daddy.
Oh, there's mac and cheese on that bad boy.
Yes, there is. If y'all don't know, her son Wyatt loves it.
He does love the mac and cheese. In fact, his favorite restaurant It's not what am I trying to say? It's not a local spot, but his favorite is Pluckers. That little boy loves his Pluckers, but he doesn't eat chicken wings, dude. Like, not at all. He goes and he orders the kids macaroni and cheese with a side of macaroni and cheese.
That's awesome. So this might be difficult because it's macaroni and cheese and you get one meat and one vegetable. So he may just have to do 3 loads of macaroni and cheese on it. I don't know.
If you asked him if mac and cheese is a vegetable, he would emphatically say yes. He also loves pepperoni, loves sausage. So we could probably do pepperoni, sausage, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
To me, as his mother, that sounds disgusting, but
You're killing it. Good job, Mom.
thanks.
Here, honey, here's your meal. Mac and cheese,
Yeah.
pepperoni, and sausage. Great.
So I'm seeing Jessica's comment. Y'all both need a canned cocktail to go for our next show. You know what? You damn right I do. So,
well, keep in mind, it's going to be at 2 p.m, but I'm game.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm game. I may have to pick it up like on Saturday and put it in the fridge for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But I think that's I think that's a great idea.
I'll be full on into a week of homeschooling, but let me do air quotes. Homeschooling.
You might need 2 drinks.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Oh. As always, time is flying. 26 minutes in. Give me something good about Drip to wrap us up.
Oh, okay.
So, business or something.
Yeah. So there's lots of good things about Drip. But as I mentioned, I was out of state on a little getaway, so I haven't been home. In fact, I got home at 4:40, 4:45. So I haven't been home very long. But last night we saw a beautiful lightning display in the sky, and we stopped to eat dinner. And then we realized that beautiful lightning display was a huge storm. So we just decided, let's grab a hotel and just stay here. We didn't have any reservations anywhere. So last night, I stayed the night in Sulphur Springs, Texas. And it does not hold a candle in comparison to my hometown of Dripping Springs, Texas. So that is my good thing that I'm going to leave you with. That place is a dump by comparison. Actually, they have a lot of great things there, but there's an interstate that runs right through it.
They also have a giant sinkhole.
Yes, they do. And interestingly, in the middle of town, they are rumored to have a glass bathroom. Google it.
Like glass surround?
Glass surround, but like 2-way. You can see out, but you can't see in. I don't think I want one of those here. I think that's weird.
So, a couple of things. One,
only 2.
they kind of have one of those at the aquarium. I don't even know if the aquarium's still a thing on 6th Street, but in the men's restroom they had a 2-way glass where you could see out from the inside. Now, it was like a foot tall, obviously, and up at eye level. But also at Mighty Fine in South Austin, Mighty Fine Burgers, in the men's bathroom, they have that thing, and it's the entire wall basically. It's huge windows.
Oh, okay.
I wonder how the historical commission in Dripping Springs would feel about putting one of those in downtown.
I think that would be a flat no.
We could sponsor it.
They could leave it out for public comment and let the community say no.
That's right. Maybe we could sponsor it. You could put a wrap on half of it, and I could put a wrap on the other half of it.
I don't think I want to be known for the crapper in the middle of town, man.
As always, my ideas are not as good when reviewed by a woman. My wife will tell you this.
Hey, it was worth the chuckle, though. And
right.
You know what? I think this is a great way to end our show today. We're just talking about crappers.
Crappers and laughing. That's a great way to end it. All right. So I will take us out. Guys, thanks for watching, again, 30 minutes of us kind of rambling about Dripping Springs. We're going to do this every Monday at 2:00, as long as we can both get together with good Wi-Fi and stuff like that. If not, we'll have to postpone it sometimes. If you've got questions during the week, you want to know something about a local business owner, you need to figure out something about Dripping Springs. Our information's right there. You can call us, you can text us, you can get a hold of us on Facebook, probably Instagram, Twitter, and everything else. Also, reach out, use us as a resource. That's what we're here for. We're real estate agents. We didn't talk about real estate at all today, and that's usually how we do this. We care more about Dripping Springs, and people recognize our value for that. So use us in whatever way you need. Just give us a call, reach out to us.
Yeah. For this forum, it's just so much more beneficial to our community, to talk about our community. I mean, that's why you guys would listen in, right? If you want some real estate info, Chris or I, we've got you covered. We can definitely let you know what's going on in the market. Hit us up. We're happy to do that. If you're curious what your house is worth, we can let you know pretty quickly. No obligation consultations from either of us. So reach out and give us a go.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I am going to click end. Guys, hope to see y'all around town.
See ya.